Hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop video podcast for this November of 2021. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are most welcome. Thank you for joining me here, and thank you for inviting me into your homes or laps or hands or just however you happen to be viewing this program. Well, there is a lot to talk about, and I've got to say, it's incredible. First off, let's start with some computer issues. Yeah, the computer did it again. Again. Yeah, the whole... I'll just turn off completely, and I mean just completely turn off. No shutdown sequence, nothing, just... We're off. But fortunately, this time it didn't last as long. I was able to actually be a little more prepared. So, a few days later, I'm back up and operational. So, let's see what happens now. But, moving right along on it. Okay. Another thing I found out this month, and I thought this is the coolest thing in the world. DJI, a company mostly known for drones of all things, they've come out with a camera. It is the, I got it written down here, that's why I'm looking down. It's the DJI Ronin. This thing is incredible. It is great for Steadicam work. It is great for do-it-yourself people who are, like me, standing in front of a camera by yourself, you know, and doing all that hard work because there's extra controls and everything and separate monitors. It's Corridor Crew did a great video. I'll leave a link down below, so you go check this thing out. It's incredible. Oh wow! If I could, I would have this camera. Alright, the GoFundMe. There's an update there. Got a couple of donations. So, thank you to my Aunt Diane. She donated a little bit. And thank you to my friend Steve. He donated, although, truth be told, I worked that money off. He actually called me in to do an odd job and paid me good. And I told him, okay, don't give me a check, don't give me cash, put it in the GoFundMe. And he said okay, and he did. Now, let's get to the meat of today's video. Earlier last month, I can say that now, it's actually November when I'm filming this, I watched a video, I won't say whose, and the video was about a subject that's been brought up many times by woodturners. Carbide or high-speed steel. The argument has been made, I don't know how many times. Carbide, high-speed steel, carbide, high-speed steel. Well, the video I watched kind of gave the impression, and I don't think this was the YouTuber's intent, of you had to pick one over the other. And a lot of people do that. They do make it seem like you have to pick one over the other. Where myself and a few other woodturners, including Tim Yoder, we say both. You should be using both. Yes, carbide is going to last you a little longer, even though you have to pay when you replace the heads. High-speed steel does require more skill, especially when it comes to sharpening, something I'm not familiar with. But I learned on both carbide and high-speed steel, and that's how I found what worked for me was a combination of the two tools together. Now, this person did mention a third type of setup with tools. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it was something I'm not entirely familiar with. So, I won't comment on it. But, yeah, I don't see why you have to pick one over the other. Why can't you just pick both? You know, some carbide tools help with your project when it comes to little tinier, finer details if you want to really get stylistic, or you have to get into those little tiny spots when you're making a table leg. So, don't pick one or the other. Pick both. Combine the two. Find what tools work for you. What tools do you essentially need, and use them. Okay? Now, another argument that was made was sanding. And this person had said, carbide, you gotta sand more. Well, from my personal experience, I did not see that problem. I really didn't. So, there could be a number of factors involved in that, But, hey, come on. No tool is perfect. Let's admit it. Even a shopsmith has its ups and downs. Which reminds me, speaking of shop. Pretty dark back there, huh? Yeah, well, we had a light go out this weekend. And I don't mean the bulb, I mean the entire fixture. It's kaput. So, we've got to go in and replace it. Yeah. Speaking of no tool being perfect, I remember, what was that? Was it 10 years ago? About 10 years ago, I think. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I saw a video for a toolbox. And in that toolbox, it had drill bits, it had a handle with a battery, and you could attach your drill, your circular saw, your jigsaw, or a flashlight. Gets even better. The box itself was a mini table saw, was a mini drill press. You could put your, of course, jigsaw upside down, and you got a little tabletop jigsaw, or a table for your light. And I thought, this is amazing. I want one of these. I really, this would be great for me. Not only was it expensive, but the reviews. You gotta watch the reviews, because while there were all these reviews praising it, there were just as many reviews saying, who is doing these reviews? Because it's overheating. They're dying faster. It's really, the reviews of the tools showed this thing was a piece of junk. So I think it was great in concept, but if there were that many negative reviews, then you kind of have to go, yeah. So I really am glad I didn't go with that, but I'm very pleased with my shopsmith. Very pleased. Again, no tool is perfect. Every tool has its flaw. So, I somehow thought this podcast would go a little longer. Guess not. Well, short's okay. I'm looking forward to things coming up this month, okay? This is my birthday month. What day? I ain't telling you. I've also got my hands on some equipment. Or I'm going to have my hands on some equipment. More on that later. It's actually coming from my Aunt Diane, so thank you, Aunt Diane. I just have to go down and pick it up. I've got to drive to San Jose. Or thereabouts anyway, so we're working something out. Alright, yeah. Better stop. I'm gonna ramble. We don't want to ramble. No rambles. Okay, so the DJI camera, link in the description. GoFundMe, link in the description. Don't forget to please like this video, subscribe, leave a comment. If you know someone who likes this kind of content, share it with them. Let them know what we're trying to do here. Remember, we're trying to produce a program like Norm Abrams' New Yankee Workshop. So, we need all the help we can get, everybody. I'm counting on you. And hopefully I will see you next time, right here on the Beggars Woodshop.